Wendy stepped outside onto the back porch and immediately regretted it. A brisk wind swept through the yard and across her face as she shivered in the darkness. She zipped up her fleece-lined hoodie and sighed to herself. "All right, smoke fast," she muttered. She took a cigarette and lighter from her pocket and lit up. Taking a long drag, she peered down the driveway towards the one-way street out front. It was lined with parked cars, and the park across the street was dimly lit by the lamps scattered within, but it always seemed so desolate at night, quieter than it should be for a city. Wendy exhaled and coughed into her sleeve. She sighed again, struggling to take a deep, ragged breath. Then something moved. Out of the corner of her eyes, she saw a shadow dart across the driveway. She turned to look at it head-on, swiping at her flashlight on her phone and holding up the bright beam. She saw nothing, and she quirked an eyebrow and pursed her lips. "There's nothing there," she reassured herself. Another shadow moved in her periphery, and she swung the light around to her right, but still nothing. Wendy took another drag off her cigarette. "Okay, stop it. You've been watching too many horror movies. Finish your cig and go to bed." She swiped over to Snapchat on her phone, and the flashlight naturally shut off as she opened the app. The camera faced her, and she decided to take a quick selfie. Somehow it made her feel safer, more grounded. People take selfies and don't get killed by mass murderers all the time, she thought. With the flash on, she picked her favorite filter, held her phone out in front of her, and clicked the picture button. The flash nearly blinded her as she fought to keep her eyes open against it in the dark, and she huffed a laugh out of her nose, assuming she'd blinked. She looked at the photo, and a hot wave of fear washed over her as she noticed the shadow behind her in the picture. It was too small and deformed to be her own, and it sat askew, a foot or so off to the side of where her natural shadow was. "Okay, it's okay," she whispered to herself. "It's just a shadow. There's nothing there. Go inside and go to sleep." She glanced at the spot where the shadow had been. It was still there, and it was smiling at her with jagged teeth. She ran for the door, but felt its jaws snap around her ankle before she could get inside. She screamed.